Okay, I want to draw a portrait today. I need my pencils, papers, blending stamp tissues, everything is here. Perfect. Oh, I don't have the 4B. I really needed that one. Not even the 8B. How come I don't have the 8B? That's such an important pencil for this portrait. Maybe I can use the 7B, but then what if I mess up the drawing? No, I'll try with the 7B, but I need it darker. Well, maybe I can shade it with a bit different. No, but I saw that one artist that uses 8B and he gets such an amazing shade. I'm sure I won't get as good as of a shade as he did. I'm annoyed now. Okay, but for the face, I'll use 2B and 5B that I have, or maybe 6B and 3B. But there is F for for the lighter shades. What's better now? I'm so confused. Let me Google it. Nope, not doing this today. Has this ever happened to you? I know it did. This happened to me quite a few times, so I'm sure this must have happened to you as well, at least just a few times. How many times you got confused while wanting to draw a portrait with graphite pencils and you had absolutely no idea which pencils you should use, or that you thought that you need like loads and loads of pencils so you can draw anything? Well, let me try and make this easier for you. You don't need loads of pencils. You can draw a very, very awesome portrait with just one pencil, and in this video I'm going to tell you all about it. Hello guys, welcome to Mima's Artwork channel. My name is Mima, and in today's video I'm going to tell you all you need to know about using just one pencil to create a portrait like this. First of all, stop telling yourself that you cannot do it. Just stop. The thing you need to know is that you can draw or do anything that you want if you put enough focus, be patient, concentrate it enough, and put enough effort to it if you want to get some good results. This goes before anything else. Alright, now that we covered that, you have to know one thing. All artists use basically different techniques to get a good portrait drawing. Some of them use everything that they possibly can when it comes to materials. Some people use just few materials, and some people use just one pencil with a couple of materials such as blenders, tortillons, tissues, erasers, and so on, but we will come to that a bit later. So while watching all of us on social media how we draw, what we use, how we use it, you might get quite confused. So I believe that this is basically the simplest way to practice and get some good results without being too confused from the very beginning. Limit yourself to one pencil, whether that is 3B, 4B, 5B. As long as you feel comfortable with that particular pencil, you are good to go. In this case, I'm using just 3B pencil for this portrait, but you can also use 4B, 5B, whatever you decide basically. Before we continue any further, I just wanted to mention that this video can be found on my Patreon page as a real-time step-by-step drawing tutorial, where you can see every step of the drawing process. You are getting a reference photo along with tutorial, and if you join my Patreon community, you're getting access to not just this, but all of my already uploaded real-time step-by-step drawing tutorials. So make sure to check out my Patreon library on my website, where you can see almost all of my tutorials uploaded there with pastels, graphite pencils, colored pencils, charcoal, mixed media, you name it. So make sure to check it out because you can get the access to all of them for just a couple of dollars per month. All right, the next very important thing is to realize what your pencil can actually do. It can do miracles, magic, fascinating stuff. It can do a lot. Take a piece of paper and just test everything that your graphite pencils can do. How many shades can you actually get with one pencil? As you can see here, you can get a lot. By pressing your pencil differently, you can get varieties of shades. Just try and press your pencil in the lightest possible way, and then every next shade should be a bit harder pressure to the point where you press it very hard. Then see what happens when you start blending all these shades. Then you can use different blending and shading techniques. So you can use either blending stumps, tortillons, tissues, or cotton buds, whatever you have at the moment with you, and test it out. You will see a range of possibilities that you can get by just using a single pencil. This is something very important to do before you actually start to draw, because this will be your basically guide. But seriously guys, no shortcuts here. You really have to test your pencils. You have to be familiar with the possibilities in order to create something nice. So don't cheat and start drawing something straight away. Get the blank piece of paper and experiment. The most important thing to know that here, it's not about the drawing, it's about the journey. This is for sure not one of my best portraits in my opinion, but I couldn't care less about it because this is not a competition. We all have our way of expressing ourselves, and loads of creations basically depends on our current state of mind, emotions, life in general, what we're going through at the moment, and loads of different everyday factors. So I really don't care how it turned out because I learned so much more through this portrait. I'm richer for another drawing experience, and that's all that matters. So you shouldn't care either. You also need to use all the possible tools you have. As I mentioned before, blending stamps, tertullians, brushes, tissues, cotton buds, erasers, both kneaded eraser and mono zero eraser, as well as Uniposca white gel pen can be of great help when it comes to getting some good and proper results. Make sure to explore all possible options when it comes to these tools because they can really help you out so much in progressing when it comes to your skills. So, after you discovered all the possibilities with just one graphite pencil, start building your shades step by step. Don't rush anything, take your time and combine all the possible materials that you find helpful in building proper shades and values. In case you get confused as you're using just one pencil, you can always go back to your practices and compare the shades and different values with your reference photo, and you can basically see how much you actually need to press your pencil in order to create the desired shade. This is exactly what I did while working on this particular portrait, and as you can see, you can get some very powerful and amazing and cute portrait drawing using just one graphite pencil. This is such a great practice that will help you a lot when it comes to your skills and knowledge, and it will also definitely make you realize that you don't need that many art materials to create a good drawing. As I said in the beginning of the video, we're constantly looking for an excuse why we can't draw or do certain things. Then we eventually just give up because of lack of believing in our possibilities and our abilities. So stop doubting yourself, trust the road you're in. It takes time to build certain skills and knowledge, and it's really important to give yourself enough time, to be patient with yourself and to see this more as an experiment, something fun, rather than something that your life depends on it or your happiness or anything similar to it. Of course, we're all happy when we create something nice, but even if we don't, we still learn something from it. So that is maybe even more important than just getting some cool results. So guys, stay curious, explore as I did here. You know, if you asked me 10 years ago, I would never take one pencil and believe that I would be able to draw something like this. But here I am now experimenting and exploring and sharing all this with you. So just believe that you can do it and you will definitely succeed sooner or later. And guys, here is the final result with our 3B pencil. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you didn't, that would mean a lot. And of course, like this video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And I see you all next week. Much love, guys. Bye-bye.